So Virgos, hi, welcome back. All right, you guys, we're going to do a reading for like the grand overview of 2022. I just thought it'd be fun to get one out quite a bit early, a whole month or so in advance. So let's see. So overall, in every zodiac, I'm using a totally different deck for the starting point. It's just whatever I'm drawn to for each zodiac. So you guys just got incubation and magic. I like this. I like this a lot. This year is pretty special for you guys. Apparently, you've got some kind of number one. You may have tons of new ideas, tons of exciting. These candles are representing the flames that you have burning in you of things that you want to accomplish, adventures you want to have. But what's funny is with this incubation, you see it's like a human who's in this egg, right? Getting ready to hatch. So we go from you have great ideas. I feel like this is a very creative year for you, but I feel like your power to create comes from allowing yourself time and space throughout the year to go quiet. It's a quiet space that is pregnant with possibility, right? So it's where you are gestating an idea. And I feel like you're probably going to do that quite a few different times this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Could be 13 times this year that you have 13 different projects, 13 different moments where you go, I got to go quiet for a while. And you may just like draw back and give yourself moments to, and this could be anything, right? However, doesn't mean that you have to meditate. It doesn't mean that you have to, run away and go silent and get into a fetal position and find a big egg to lay in. It's more like in this year, you may find yourself becoming aware of new thoughts and you go, wow, that new thought is like, it sparks all these new ideas in my mind. And so you might find yourself like going into yourself, finding time and space to let that idea like percolate in the back of your mind. You're harnessing magic this year, the magic of life, the magic of you, of what you can accomplish, the magic that exists within everything is what I feel like. Let me ask, what's the chakra that might blossom for you this year? What's the chakra that might blossom this year? You've got Knight of Cups in the reverse. You've got the throat chakra. Don't tell everybody everything that you are planning, because some of your ideas are amazing and they might be just for you. So knowing how to articulate what you want to do, but not until you're really ready to do it. If you're not ready to take action yet with a fully formed idea that you present and your name is on it and it's a finished product, don't show or give it to others, because they might take your amazing idea and then they run with it and now it's theirs. So it's more along the lines of like, you don't have to tell everybody your plans. So the throat chakra blossoming in this case is those hopes, those wishes, those dreams, and even the magic that you sense and the things that you're figuring out. If your first instinct is to like share it with everybody because you're all excited, the thing is, if it's not a completely formed thought yet, remember that incubation card says, hold on. Form all of your thoughts fully and completely before you run with them. And I think it just has to do with that way. It's a complete package deal. It's a complete, like, you have time to process everything. Because here's the thing, if you put out your own ideas first, it may not even be that somebody else runs with them, but somebody else takes your idea and then they give too many opinions. And then your idea kind of is half their idea now. And that could be like, well, crap, how do I unhear what you just said when you got a great idea, but I don't want to use your idea, but now I do. So it's kind of like, think it all out yourself. Make sure it's your intellectual property. Make sure it's all your idea, because it's important that it comes just from you, because this is your magic, right? So I think that's really sweet. I think that's really awesome. What's the blockage this year? What's a blockage in 2022? And these are just big ticket items, right? Ooh, 8 of Wands in the reverse, or in the negative aspect. So it's all about when to take action, or when to speak up, or what kind of conversation to have. So conversation could be a delicate thing for you this year. Finding the right words, knowing when to hold your peace, or not actually having somebody react or respond to you the way you would want to. That could feel like a blockage this year. I could also feel like, man, everything is so hard. Instead of me gracefully jumping over obstacles, I kind of like stumbled through and busted something. You know, this could be like if we take action too fast and we don't look where we're going, we could, you know, lose our footing on something, or it could just feel like, man, when is life ever going to change? You know, hold on. So the Ace of Pentacles flipped upright, but it didn't actually come out. And I don't take things unless they jump, but I am just going to make a note of that. But that Ace of Pentacles, that was in the upright, and that's really good. But it does talk about still the obstacle to having a brand new beginning, a brand new life. And so that could be a frustration. Oh, but we have a Five of Cups in a good position here. This is where it's like, wait a second. I may be frustrated things aren't moving fast, but I have a lot of wonderful things around me right now. But I'm still aware that I'm kind of stuck right where I am. So some of you might need to use this year really wisely. Maybe you can't achieve every gigantic jump forward in life, but this could be a year where you are being held in one place on purpose because you are able to make huge amount of traction. Keep in mind, if you've got 13 projects that are your personal creations, 13 things that you want to work on, you got to have the time and the space to do that. So having kind of a steady life right now could afford you the time and the space to do that. Because look, you're building up to a wish fulfillment, a wish come true. It's just that I feel like it's going to come in a different way. It's like there's a combo of, like, the obstacle is you're frustrated, things aren't moving faster, but you also know that you're grateful for what you have, but dang, you wish that things could move forward. You maybe this is frustration because you couldn't travel or something when you want to. That could be an obstacle this year. Like, I wanted to travel, I wanted to drive, I wanted to go here, but I can't. But you know what? The trade-off is you get something that is an unexpected wish come true. It's like if something falls apart and you can't go where you wanted to go this year, it might be because you were supposed to be right where you are. If you had gone on that trip, if you had not been home, you wouldn't have received that phone call or that person who you needed to meet. So hang on, I want to get one card from the ancestors in regards to like how to handle these perceived blockages, because it actually looks like, I think you think you're missing out on a wish fulfillment, but I don't think you are. Not with that Star card in the upright. You got Cancerian and Aquarian energy. We got a Six of Cups in the reverse. No, darlings, if there is a missed opportunity, it's or something that you feel like I'm delayed, I can't have what I want, something didn't come toward me, I didn't get the opportunity, it's because that wasn't. Look, if something doesn't work out for you or you feel like you missed something, you didn't. That cycle was already over. And maybe it's frustrating because, like, well, it was over before I ever got a shot with it. No, what you were motivated to do, or the person you interacted with, that was as much interaction as you needed to have in this lifetime with them. That was a complete cycle. And I mean, that's just one interpretation, right? That's the Six of Cups in the reverse. This is where there wasn't any more knowledge to be gained here. There wasn't any more alchemy to be had. It wouldn't have added to your magic. It wouldn't have added anything more to your life. So the situation that you perceive as an obstacle, or I can't go see someone, or they can't come see me, or I can't go on this trip, and I was really hoping for that. It's like, no, darling, you didn't actually need that trip. It wouldn't have added anything else extra to your world after all. Because the truth of it is, you've got a falling star that's about to land right in your lap. That's amazing. That's it. You're the only zodiac so far to get something quite like that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, so let's take a look then. Actually, hold on. What is it that you have healed from in 2022? What's the healing energy? And I'm not trying to talk about like old stuff at all in this reading. I only want to talk about new, fresh, new perspectives, all of that, right? Because to me, that's what a new year is for. Okay, you just got 3. So people may stare at you because you're a rare sight to behold. The vibration that expands beyond your human form is a protective aura that heals and lights the path ahead of you. So this deck is one of my own personal decks that I created. I am not currently selling anything on my Etsy store. I just don't have time to keep up with orders. And just FYI, you guys, I never, ever, ever have ever sold any readings. I don't sell readings. So if anybody ever tries to get money from you or pretend that they're me, nope, I don't do that. Never have. So please stay safe. Okay. That's how I keep you guys safe, because I don't sell readings. The only way you can ever get a reading with me is if my Etsy store is available and I am selling my decks. They all come with a free reading, but like I say, I just don't have time for it right now. So I'm not doing it. Maybe next year. Okay. So don't dim your light so that others can be more comfortable with their own shadow. Okay. And wear your uniqueness on the outside. Sing as you walk down the street. Dance in the grocery store. Dress flamboyantly. Express the inner you, however you feel moved to. Your freedom may be a huge inspiration that gives someone else the courage to do the same. So some of you are, I feel like a lot of you are going to be more and more comfortable being uniquely you. More, if you had been playing small in 2021, wherever you are, you're going to start making waves. The ideas that you have, these are fresh, new ideas. The way you conduct yourself. Some of you might be more artistic. Some of you might be really expanding yourselves. Some of you might really be showing who you are externally, and perhaps you had been very internal for a long time. Some of you, again, going back to the incubation and the magic card, you might also change your persona or like your physical self, the way you dress or the thoughts that you have. You may be changing pretty rapidly this year. And every time you do step up to a new level, it may come across and people may be seeing that more and more and more from you. And you get more and more comfortable with that, which is beautiful. Just beautiful. Loving. I feel like some of you are really going to love your physique. And that doesn't mean like, because you look like an Olympian athlete, but because you're like, I love who I am. Like, I love being alive. I love the fact that I'm a part of, this human existence. Okay. So past life influences that are going to be useful to you this year. Past life energy for you. We got the Two of Wands, and this is in the reverse. So, okay. I think you were always an adventurer. I think we see, the camels here walking across the desert. We see, camel herder. This is all about nomadic. This is all about travel. This is all about also knowing how to survive in harsh conditions, but making a wonderful life out of it. There is a sense of freedom. There is a sense of, mysteries to solve. And this, if there is past life energy, if any of that resonates with you in past lives, that you were always, like wondering, what should I do next? What should I explore next? You are ready to explore this year. There's no wondering if you should do it. You do it. This is a year where you just, here I go. Of course I'm doing this. That's what I do. I'm here to explore. I'm here to expand. Sitting in one spot will do me no good. I want to, every new thought that I have in my head, I want to start working on that project. I'm not necessarily going to tell everybody else about it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to think it over. I'm going to be always working toward taking action, toward building, toward constructing. I feel like this is a very busy year for you guys, but it's a year filled with I just got chills. Like, you have so much excitement. You have so many things to look forward to, but that past life energy is like, maybe in a past life, you didn't get to make choices and go after adventures that you wanted to have. So this life, you're making up for lost time, certainly in this year. And whatever it is that you're interested in, I feel like it have to do with creative stuff, but it also may have to do, with that word magic. It may have something to do with like energy flow, especially because all of these candles, really, they're, colors of the rainbow. So maybe even like chakra colors. You might be into like crystals, you might be into alchemy, you might be into, and alchemy was the beginning part of like chemistry and medicine. So some of you could be even very interested in that, like the magic of the human body. Okay, how about romance? What's new in romance? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, you're not overgiving this year. In fact, you might be so busy. You're like, look, I don't have time to make sure that everybody gets a ton of my attention and romance. You're going to have to probably chase me around and be willing to stay up till 2:30 in the morning as I'm working on these projects. And hey, pick up a paintbrush and help me on this one. You know, I'd if you want to hang out with me, I'm sorry, but I'm busy doing these things. Like it's a little of that vibe here. So hang on. Totally new you, Virgo. 6 of Cups. Some of you are a real soulmate. Some of you, they might be watching you even now and you don't know it. This could be very joyful. This could be extremely, some of you might be thinking about, you know, I'd like to have a family, and poof, that's the kind of person who's showing up for you, a soulmate who wants to have a family. But it's funny because they just kind of float into your world. You see the balloons. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, enter a smidgelet of drama. Someone may be leaving one connection in order to be with you. And I don't think you lifted a finger to do that. If someone chooses that, it wasn't you who made it happen. You're over here being you. If somebody sees you as a soulmate and they want to be in your life, this could make somebody else angry, but it isn't your lookout, if that makes sense. But it could be that somebody is jealous of you, because it could also just be somebody is jealous that you effortlessly have called in somebody that is crazy about you. Whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter, but you have a soulmate coming in. Now, I guess I could read this in an alternative way and say you could also have a choice that you're making, and you're saying no to both an air sign and to a earth sign because you want a true soulmate. And that's, again, it's what's coming in for you is a returning soulmate. We got a Page of Wands in the reverse. We got a Knight of Wands in the reverse. It's somebody that is definitely not going to stray. They know what they want. This isn't somebody who's coming in to try to date you. This is somebody who's coming in with certainty. Now, usually this is somebody who returns, but I feel like this could be a past life, not one that you've known in this lifetime. If anything, I think it makes everybody else pale next to them. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's definitely my person. And they know that you're their person. We don't have question marks. We don't have rushing in and out. This is like somebody who you go out on a first date and, you know, somehow you just never wind up going home. You know, it's like, I don't remember when I moved in. I just know that I never did go back home. So I guess it's, should I quit paying on my apartment and, you know, move in because I'm not sure when this happened, but it just kind of clicks. There's not the are we not, there's not the let's test and see. It's like, wow, how did this just kind of float in and it just works? I think that's a very new vibe, very new energy. I think that's something that you haven't experienced, to have what a real soulmate feels like, where it's they're healthy, you're healthy, and it clicks. That's beautiful. All right. And finally, any other messages? Now, this is not necessarily about like career or finance. It could be anything like that, and interpersonal relationships, but any other like big ticket item. Ooh, hold on. We just got the 4 of Swords and we got the 3 of Pentacles, and that ended in the upright. So healing from could have to do with healing wounds, making peace with friendships where there's been silence, coming back together with family members. This is sometimes is about like a spiritual component as well. Some of you may find that you are interested in, if this is about career, you're interested in working with a group of people that are all focused on healing, and they may be really tapped into something, some universal connection. I look at a cathedral as anything to do with your perception of a higher power. It doesn't matter if it's religion or spirituality or something you don't even have a name for, but rather some kind. And you see that 3rd pentacle is on the top of this what you call it, cathedral. So, or church, I suppose. But this is, I feel like this is really significant. I feel like there's this element this year where everything that you gravitate to is people that are healed, people that want to heal, things that you want to be involved in that further like good vibes and healing energy in your own life, things that elevate, things that, so I feel like if you're going to earn money from something, you want it to matter. You want it to be, and it may be something that you cooperate with other people and all of you have the same vision. It's like, I mean, maybe it sounds a little cheesy, but it's like, hey, let's make sure that everything we do is always bettering things for the world. Like, if I'm going to put energy into anything, let it be something that is healing. Let it be something that is helpful. Let it be something that is governed by the belief that we are part of this universe and the universe is beautiful. So why shouldn't we be super beautiful? Why shouldn't we speak beautiful words? Why shouldn't we have beautiful thoughts? Why shouldn't we strive for the most beautiful potential outcome within our own lives and with others? You know, and when I say beautiful, I'm talking about like, you know, our higher thoughts. Our higher thoughts are usually always about improving things. They're always like trying to find fair and unbiased viewpoints. It's governed by love instead of hatred. It's governed by, you know, unity instead of division. It's governed by fairness and equality. I feel like all of that is very powerful. And if I'm going to earn money from something, I want it to be something like that, so that my name, my reputation, my energy gets poured into something that I'm proud of, proud to be a part of. And it's maybe because you're very healed and therefore you're able to seek those things out, seek out those people, seek out those friendships, those, you know, opportunities for work. But this looks very beautiful, very, very beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up, you guys. Remember, they're just stories. I am not a fortune teller. I'm not a psychic. I don't practice the psychic arts at all. I don't have any wisdom and I don't tell you how to live your life. I am a storyteller. This is only for entertainment. So I read a story just as if I were writing it in a book, but I create it on the spot based off of images that I see. So bear that in mind. But if this was entertaining and if this was uplifting, beautiful. Hopefully all art is always uplifting and entertaining. So you guys take care and I will see you again very soon. Virgos, I don't know if you have another Virgo reading that will come out this weekend. I don't think so. I think I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Otherwise, you guys, please know I am still doing a giveaway every single day on my bonus videos that come out every single day. Okay. Bye.